So everywhere you go, people talk about Nvidia. That's like the buzzword everywhere online. It's AI this, the record-breaking earnings that. This is really hard to keep up, and to be honest with you, I'm really tired about hearing it. Or you guys are like me and you're just tired of hearing nothing about just Nvidia stock. Everywhere you go, the headlines, everywhere is Nvidia stock, breaking this, breaking that. It's extremely frustrating, it's extremely annoying. I get it, Nvidia is doing so great, but come on, let's just move on with this. There even was this guy that I follow on YouTube, and this is by no means I'm taking shots at anyone, because I understand what YouTube is all about. It's about making content and people want to see it. That's what you're going to do. But he posted nearly 5 to 6 videos within 2 weeks about Nvidia. One about him retiring with it, one about how much money is making right now in the market. And it's like exhausting because we all know the number one rule when it comes to investing is to don't invest in individual stocks. And that's the funny thing about it, because some of these YouTubers that are out there, most of the channel, 99% of the channel is always talking about how you should invest in low index funds, right? Low index funds is what you should always invest in. But then they cave in to all of this Nvidia, and they're just doing constant Nvidia videos, Nvidia videos, Nvidia videos. The funny thing about Nvidia is this, and I got a story I'm gonna share with you guys in a few minutes about it, is I actually bought Nvidia without even know I bought it 10 years ago. I'm gonna share with you guys that story later on because it is really, really interesting. And this is not to say that what Nvidia is doing is incredible. What Nvidia is doing really is incredible, and it's really remarkable. What they're doing in the whole AI industry is they're changing the whole landscape. We're talking about within the healthcare industry, the gaming, everywhere. What Nvidia is doing is really awesome. And it is making a lot of people a lot of money, especially if you bought the stock like 20 years ago. But to me, it's this. Okay, it's record breaking. I get it. So telling people now to invest now, it's kind of a little too late to invest into Nvidia now, because you really don't know. The people who are making out and made so much money with Nvidia is the people who bought it when the price was really low. Yes, you probably could have bought it a year ago, made a nice little profit, but the people that made so much money were the people in the past. And if you ask me, I feel like, just because this stock is going up, doesn't mean it's going to continue in that trajectory. It will go down. It will eventually go down. Not hopefully for people out there who invest, hopefully not down enough where you lose all your money, but it will go down. So for some people who think they're gonna make so much money off Nvidia stock, you might not. Just because a company is doing great, that just means you possibly missed out on an opportunity already to invest. Now let me share with you guys a story I have about Nvidia, where I actually bought Nvidia stock without even knowing this 10, 15 years ago. And this is why personal finance is really important, especially when it comes to investing. I didn't know I had owned Nvidia stock until one day I looked at my index fund and I noticed, I actually own Nvidia. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I did see all those videos at first, in the beginning, I was like, man, I missed out. The whole FOMO effect, we all have that. I was like, wow, I really missed out. Imagine if I bought this such a long time ago, how much money I would have made. But then I look, Nvidia has been in the S&P 500 since like 2005-ish, around that time frame. So has been in the S&P 500 for such a long period of time. And guess what? Your boy has been owning index funds, S&P 500 specifically, for that amount of time, for a very long time. So all the gains that Nvidia was getting, it was helping me out tremendously on my index funds. And it's been going on for years because, as we all know, Nvidia right now is carrying the S&P 500. That is the one that is just carrying the S&P 500, making so much money. So the whole point of that story is this. You do not need to invest in individual stocks. You don't. The story about Nvidia is interesting. It's intriguing. What they're doing is groundbreaking. I get it. But when it comes to investing, you just don't invest in individual stocks. You should invest in index funds. Because check this out, okay? There might be another stock that's out there as well that's gonna blow up and you have no idea about. No one knows. Someone could predict it. You might get lucky. So if there is a stock out there that's performing awesome, there is a good chance the S&P 500 will drop out one of the stocks that's not doing that great and add that in. It's doing all the work for you. So watching these videos and trying to find out which stock is the best, don't even worry about that, guys. There's already an index fund that does that for you. The S&P 500 does specifically that. Just invest in it, let it do its thing, and you're always gonna win in the end because it's low cost investing. and you're not putting in so much time and so much research on individual stocks and getting inundated with Nvidia information, really guys, who cares about it? Now, if you care so much about the history of stocks and how they became what they became, then that's great. Continue watching these videos. But if you want to invest and do the investing the right way, which is just set it and forget it and just mind your business and let it grow, let the compounding take effect and do its job, that's all you need, guys. An index fund that follows S&P 500. Everyone talks about Vanguard VU, go ahead, jump in there. But all type of brokers have some form of an index fund that follows S&P 500. They all do. The names might be different, but they all do the same thing. Thank you guys for sticking to the end of this video. And hopefully this Nvidia craze will go down a bit where we won't go crazy. Hit the like, subscribe, and catch you guys in my next video. Peace.